you for this occasion to be here and to present our Aruba Digital Clearing House solution. We wanted to start from presenting first who is Aruba. Aruba is an Italian company founded in 1994. We are almost 30 years old. And today it could be considered Italy's largest providers and developers for solutions for cloud domains, hosting, data center, and trust services. We are 100% Italian and an European company that design and builds its own data centers according to the highest standard or technological standards like NC TIA rating 4, and all within the Italian territory, even if we have also other data centers in Europe. And these ensure data sovereignty and independence from the Cloud Act. Aruba also owns a wide network of data centers through Europe, as you can see from the map. But our value reflects the philosophy of sustainability. So we design our data center green, having the green mindset. And just to let you understand that we own hydroelectric plants, photovoltaic installation. So these allow to produce the total amount of the energy to get power to our data centers. This is just an introduction of what we are and what's our crucial role in Europe. Here is the key. We are both cloud service providers and qualified trust service providers. As cloud service providers, we offer a complete cloud platform hosted again in Europe, in European data center. And as a qualified trust service providers, we own two of the largest European certification authorities, Actalis and Aruba PEC. And through these certification authorities, we offer services like digital signature, electronic invoicing, and so on, in accordance with the European eIDAS regulation. But we are also part of the CAB forum, and so we offer a full range of SSL certificates up to the extended validation 1, recognized by all internet browsers globally. So what's our commitment in Gaia-X? We are day one members, and we are part of the Lighthouse Project Structura X. So we cooperate with other European cloud service providers. And we, as you know, since March, are the first node when we can see offering the digital clearing house services, the mandatory one. And now we are here just to let you know that we are working in our digital clearing house solution, and we want to show this end-to-end onboarding solution that represents the gateway to access to the Gaia-X federated service ecosystem. So this is a depiction of a scheme just to let you understand what there is currently in production. Okay, the three mandatory services: compliance, registry, notary. This is up and running in production since March, and these are accessible through API. So here you can ask to be Gaia-X compliant, that you can send your verifiable presentation, and you give back the Gaia-X verifiable credentials signed back. But now we want to introduce what we call this like the vanilla Gaia-X compliance engine. But we are trying to offer a value-added services like verifiable credentials as a service, catalog as a service, data space as a service, and so on. What are the main features we are offering this in solution? We would like to offer a simplified participant onboarding, so to manage the Gaia-X verifiable credentials. Everything supporting both ADAS and SSL and V certificate for signing the D documents. We are having the feature of for managing service offering, verifiable credentials. We are working to the management of the catalog, or also the feature for managing data space. I know there are several Lighthouse projects here. If you have to grant access to the participants, you need the instrument to manage this, and we are going to offer such kind of features. And we are working it is in the roadmap to the feature for manage organization credential management just for participants' user credentials. This is just to have a sketch-up of the features. This solution currently is not in production, but it will be in the 2024. But we are going to launch a open beta program, and we want to show you how we think this maybe it's cutted. How we think this solution could be thought as an end-to-end workflow. What you can see, there are 3 rows. In the middle one and the last one are pretty similar to what is in the open source Gaia-X lab, for example. But the difference here is in the initial part, because we are able to offer a solution just for the customer. And we can start, for example, from the beginning. You will have our Gaia-X Digital Clearing House site, the Aruba Digital Clearing House site. You can reach us filling the form, and an Aruba sales account talk with you, understanding your needs, and together we can compose the offering for you, like a packet of services, like the base lessons to access to this software platform, some feature like the management of verifiable credentials, the ecosystem credentials management, ecosystem management, and we can offer to you, to sell to you, for example, the qualified electronic signature to sign this thing and this verifiable credential, or if you prefer, the extended validation SSL certificates. We can add also the phase for recognizing, identifying the customer, or to verify the legal entity behind the customer. And once everything is fine, the customer purchases the Aruba services, and we start with the delivery. If we think, for example, in the example of, to let you understand where we are, we think, for example, for the remote qualified electronic signature activation, you can have the holder asking for this electronic signature, and as a certification authority, or in the name of ADAS regulation, a qualified trust service provider, we as Actalis or Aruba PEC, we need to have a certain identification of the holder, of the applicant. We use typically a Deviso, as said, recognition, or the remote one, the Deviso online one. And if you are a natural person, but if there is a company there behind, so you are acting as a legal representative, we need to have the legal entity verification. So there is we need to verify in the Chamber of Commerce or whatever it is, if you have the legal power to apply on this. So these are the things behind. We do it as a qualified trust service provider. Once this is verified, here is the difference from an AV SSL certificate or an ADAS certificate. Following the ADAS regulation, we need to issue the certificate and store it in an HSM, what is called the hardware secure module. And the generation of the key pairs is made here. Here's the difference. The private key remains here. It doesn't exit from here. No one of us can do it. So we generate this, and we deliver to the holder the credentials to access to this process, and a stronger authentication token, like your personal device, just to be sure, because this is a qualified electronic signature, that each time you want to apply a signature, you have the right and the power to say this. There are some schemas where we can avoid also this personal device. It's a second step, a strong authentication step, just for automation, or, for example, for qualified seals, okay? And also we give this, the user set up its device and is able to use these services also for signing document, PDF, or whatever it is, XML, with a legal binding effect, as you know. Just for talking about this, we have prepared a position paper 1 week ago explaining the difference between ADAS and a VSSL certificate, saying what are the purpose of these two kind of certificates, but from the point of view of who these certificates sell both type of certificates as a certification authority. If you want, I will pass also the link if you want to read it. It's public, or it's also present in the membership platform. This is just to understand the difference between this. But once we have delivered the Aruba Sign credentials and the panel credentials, let's start from this second workflow, the participant onboarding. I think you have already seen it, for example, in the Gaia-X lab. But here we want to highlight where is the added value of this solution. Because for doing this, okay, you have seen that you need a certificate, okay? But you need also to do complex stuff, to put inside all the things necessary to obtain verifiable credentials, because you need to host the certificate publicly, you need to host the documents, putting behind an VSSL rule and so on, okay? Everything is made and managed by the platform. So now I'm going to simulate, even if you come at the booth, we can show it in the real environment. I will go to simulate the access of this process. We will set up the certificate in the signature mode, because we support both kind of certificates. And I will show you how to create, in three simple steps, a participant verifiable credentials, okay? Let's start from the panel. So this is the account. Once you have owned the license, you have the credentials, and through these credentials, once you enter it, you select the space. Now this is the example, for example, for the company, Aruba SPA, one just for example. You can manage several spaces with the same account, because it's multi-tenant, because you can manage, for example, the one participant, or you want to act as a federator, you will have the space for managing ecosystem, or you want to manage a catalog. It depends on the feature of the license you have. You can have more space to select. Once this configuration is made only the first time. So in few steps, you selected the verification type. So let's see the ADAS one. You enter, because we are we are integrated with our solution for signing with ADAS certificates. It's called Aruba Sign. There's the client also to sign PDF document, whatever it is for mobile or for Windows and so on. But this is the remote signature. So you put the credentials, the service one are already configured, but you can manually modify it. Once you confirm it, it asks for the password. In these steps, the panel will configure the environment. The software will configure the environment, taking the certificate from the HSM you saw, okay, before. And the tenant is configured. Once it is configured, the first step is to create the participant verifiable credentials. So now we will see the 3 steps. You fill the information required to identify your company. Click to continue. You accept the terms and conditions. Click again, just last check in an easiest way or in an advanced one by clicking on JSON version, and you will see the JSON version 1, and click sign and save, okay? Once you click on save and sign, here's the process with the HSM. It will ask for the password first. It will ask for one-time password, the dynamic one associated to your personal device. And it will sign all the documents and call the compliance module. The compliance module makes the checks, sign back with the Digital Clearing House signature, and give you the credentials. Stop. This is 3 steps. Here is the value behind this software. You have completed the onboarded, and you can see your participant credentials, the 3 ones. You can see again the advanced mode and so on. And here we are. We have finished the participant onboarding part. It's done only the first time. After that, if you want to complete the workflow, you can start to, for example, to declare the service offering. So if you want to see the service offering verifiable credentials, again, you start from the panel where you are and create. Now you see only one kind of verifiable credentials, where we will manage all the kinds of verifiable credentials supported by Gaia-X. And you start to click to create add. Again, you fill the fields for describing your services. We manage also the status list feature, because you can link these verifiable credentials to a status list for suspending or revoking it. It depends. You need to choose one of these at the beginning. So you click in continue. Again, 3 steps. You fill with your terms and condition, for example. Click continue. The last check is to see if everything is okay, also in the advanced mode. Again, you insert the password. You insert the one-time password from your mobile device, and that's okay. It will sign the document, the verifiable credentials, the document, call the compliance engine, and receive and store the verifiable credentials. And put it and host it for you behind our servers, and you will obtain your verifiable service offering verifiable credentials. This is an example of what you can see if you add more service offering verifiable credentials, and you are able to revocate or suspend it, depends on it. That's all. This is just to let you understand how simply it is to manage verifiable credentials for Gaia-X. For the catalog, we are going to work to integrate all the features that the Gaia-X documents will support, and we are ready for it. And Again, here you can see your verifiable credentials in a simplest way, or again in the advanced mode 1, and this is the solution. I hope they have clarified what could be a complete end-to-end workflow to see your service offering ready and show it, publish it in a public catalog. We are going to integrate also the credential event services just to synchronize with all the catalogs, and that's all. Here the difference is you don't ever seen any private key password copy and pasted here, because everything is remained in the HSM. The DID files passed through the HSM. The HSM signed it with the hash and give back the JWS, the proof that you attached to the DID file. This was what we have made. But having an ADA certificate behind it, this is the other value. That's all. This is what we have done, but if you were to want to have more information, or you want to participate in the upcoming open beta program, please visit our site and fill the form. We will reach you.
Thank you, Enrico, for the presentation. I think that's a great demonstration of interoperability, because you've seen now today, for the third time, how to create a credential. But this is the same credential, and they are all interoperable. You can create credentials there in this UI, and resume the process that I described in the notebook Jupyter before, and that will be very valid. Thanks again.